one for Moshi.
The Moshi was like, I'm not gonna have it while I'm out. Tasty.
So the day we left, we went through, we went to Washington, D.C. to get to the train station. And the big thing there was the Cherry Blossom Festival. So Japan had donated, like in 1912 or so, a long time ago, cherry trees. And so along the tidal basin is lined with cherry trees, and some of the big tourism draws. We have a friend who, we have a Jared's classmate from college. He had, lives in Southern California, like right in LA.
Sitting on a stone bench. By those streams.
Yes, it should look more like this. Yeah. But a long time ago, this room was filled with mud and silt. So all that stuff behind you guys there came up to the bottom of these. So this grew all the way down until it reached that layer of mud and dirt, and it couldn't grow any longer. But now that we've cleared it, it's able to continue growing, and we can see how they grow inside this one. So, a bunch of water coming through the earth. It ends up acidic from tree roots and carbon dioxide in the dirt. So when it reaches limestone, it can eat through that stone, and it can them grow longer. If they're close together, they'll grow wider until you have one as long as this. And you can see the hole there, like I mentioned.
How many years?
25,000.
Esses moga. Eu consigo o quê? Entendi.
Watch your head. Stick to this side, okay? We just got another group coming through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hello, thank you. Fancy seeing you here again.
Yeah, fancy that. Come on down, guys. Make some room. Just so these guys can squeeze by. Squeeze in, guys. Make some room. We need like 2 rows of people so you guys can come down here. So right here, folks, we have this lovely formation. I'm asked what the name of it was, saying it looked very sheet-like. That is actually its name. We just call it a sheet, a shroud, a veil, a curtain. Now these beautiful formations are still made of the same crystal as our stalactites on the ceiling, but instead of the water dripping off of a flat surface like these guys have, the water will follow the shape of the wall and deposit that crystal as it comes down. Yeah. The water follows the same route over and over, so it ends up forming this lovely sheet here, followed by this bubbling up here, and then hitting the main stream leading out towards different parts of the cave. And behind me here, you can see all this crusty, crumbly stuff. This is what we call cave coral, indicating there was a large amount of airflow in this particular area, it means all the water that had crystal inside would have evaporated from the airflow, dispersing the crystal across the wall, making it look. The glowworm itself sits in a hammock up the top, and you can see some of them are hanging down their fishing lines right now. No, we do drill it quite deep so we can get all of these platforms elevated and raised, but it's not all of the weight on those few poles that are up there. We also have pillars underneath that are pushing us against the wall. So we had to strategically choose points that were avoiding formations and into parts that will be thick enough to withstand all the weight that will be on these platforms. Which is still.
Coloca no chão para direita antes de passar para chegar na grade. É uma landinha. Bem fina.
Date how old the limestone is based on the fossils we find inside.
But
Yes, we have another group coming through. So everyone in my team, head out that direction and you'll see a couple thousand years. Once you've had a good look up there, you can make your way through this tunnel behind me. Please wind your head on the ceiling and we'll meet up on the other side on the little platform over there. I've mentioned multiple times that is a sacred area and we don't go through there anymore. The story behind it starts about 350 years ago. So a Māori tribe settled here in Waitomo. A scout stumbled across this cave for 2 years, and over time the Holdens discovered more of this cave and that it was under their property. So in the 1980s, a full survey of this cave was done. They mapped out the entire thing and they found 80% of this cave was under their land. So the grandson of James Holden come on in my team, stick to the left. Some people come up over here. Yeah. So we just need like buckets of rain to actually affect this tour. It has to.
Why does it affect? Like we can't get through.
So the main river that we walk over, it can flood and it can get as high as a bridge.
Oh,
Yeah. So sometimes we can't run because the water is too high.
Right. What happened every year?
It's happened like once or twice a year. Yeah. We're usually the last tour running here.
And while booking the tour, do they ask that if person is able to walk?
Nate.